There is a Platchet episode tomorrow. I'm not going to be on it, though.
Because he doesn't care about you. Because he doesn't care about you.
I do care. It's just
because he doesn't care about you people. He doesn't care about you people.
We record at 1 a.m. Korea time.
Don't get it messed up. He doesn't give a fuck about you all.
That's a cool one.
He only cares if it makes him maximum amounts of money. Dude, I had to persuade Bren to be part of VCT this year. He wanted to go back to Overwatch League because they were trying to pay fucking $3 million a year for Bren. And I was like, bro, we're gonna grow so much more if we're with Valorant. I'm like,
this is not true.
And Bren was like, no, I only want the money. It's either this or Garena Free Fire. And I was like, dude, please, we're not casting Garena Free Fire or Overwatch. Come on. And in the end,
you me grilled eel sushi. Let's fucking go.
I had to get Alice on board. Otherwise he wouldn't have done it. He would have just gone for the money the whole way.
Bro, fucking Overwatch League couldn't afford my left foot. Don't fucking go over that shit.
I would cast 2 rats fighting over a pizza a year for 3 million. Okay, every single day you have to wake up and you have to commentate for 12 hours, 2 rats fighting over a pizza. There's no way I would do that for 3 million. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that for 3 mil.
I would.
No.
I would if I could stream it because it would become like a fucking. No, it would become a spectacle.
No, it
like
wouldn't.
People would tune in every day to watch the crazed man commentate 2 rats fighting over a pizza for 12 hours.
No, you wouldn't.
It would be so insane.
No,
it would be like Twitch plays Pokemon. It would be that level of like fucking hype.
No.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. You could 12 hours a day, 365 days a year. You would die. You would fucking die. You would die. You would cease to exist. You would fucking die. I think yeah, it's not possible. It's not possible.
I think I could do it. I think I could do it.
No, you couldn't. No, you fucking couldn't. No.
For a year, yeah.
No, what is that? That's 84 hours a week. That's 84 hours a week of casting.
If we did.
That's twice. That is twice the normal work week.
I have to do it every day.
Every single day. Every day you wake up, you cast for 12 hours, 2 rats fighting over a pizza, and you go to bed. And then at the end of the year,
what?
I mean, that is torture. That is torture.
Listen, this is highly unethical, but I think you could really...
You wouldn't cast rats for $3 million, but you would drink your own piss for 10k. I would drink my own piss 30 times, 300 times, rather than cast rats for 12 hours every day. Yes, absolutely.
No. You could make good content out of this.
No, you couldn't.
I'm saying you could create every day could be a bracket until you got one dominant rat at the end of the day, like a tournament, and you throw up a bracket.
No, you couldn't.
You could.
No, you couldn't.
You'd throw up a bracket.
No.
That's a cool looking Pokemon. You could.
8. All right. 8 hours. Okay.
You do a single elimination bracket with like randomized pizzas in each match until you got the king of the rat on the given day, and then at the end of the year, you do one final, or maybe like at the end of like every month, let's say, you do like a 32 team singular limb bracket between all of the winners of the rats, and you would do another fight, like, and then at the end of the year, the very final thing, this is what it's all leading up to, is that like once a rat wins the month, they get to like rest and recuperate. And then they fight at the end over like the fucking like a big giant pizza. You just have like fucking 12 rats, and you, instead of doing 1-on-1, you do like 12 outside a giant pizza, and you just fucking, and they just battle royale it like for the final day. And I swear to God, this shit, you would lead up to this shit, it would be insane. People would fucking tune in every day. But yes, the Rattle Royale. People would tune in every day for the. We would just call it the Rat Royale, I think.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
But if it wasn't highly unethical, we could do this, and we could probably get funding from it.
Bren, I need you to cast over this. Because you think you can do it, you need to cast over this right now. And you need to make it entertaining for every second that you cast. And you need to put it on loop for at least... Okay, let's say...
But we're missing the storylines here. This is like asking me to cast over like the fucking Valorant beta footage that they posted on Twitter muted. Like, yeah, you're missing the storylines and everything, no?
This is the first game of the season. You don't know anything about these rats. You're just casting it because they're rats, and that's your job. And that's how you're going to get your 3 million.
I'm telling you, I think you can do this. How long do you want me to do this for? I'm doing a fight right now.
Put it on loop. You've got to cast it. Okay, whoa. If you think you can make this... If you think you could make this entertaining for 12 hours... I would like to see you do it for 12 minutes and make it interesting.
You don't think I could do it for 12 minutes?
No. No.
Okay, well, can I have time to build graphics?
Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. 100% you can.
Okay. You're gonna give me a second, okay?
Absolutely, you can build graphics.
We need to run like a proper desk for this.
I'll give you as long as you like, as long as you do it by the end of the stream. But by the end of the stream, I want to say, because you said that you would be able to stream this for 12 hours a day for 365 days a year.
But yeah, but it would have to be format. Like I said, I'd have to have that particular format, I think, to make it interesting.
All right, let me figure this out. Okay. 12 hours a day for 365 days a year. So, if you're doing it for 12 minutes, it is 1/60th times 365. 121,900. So 3 million divide. So I will literally pay you your day rate for rat casting by the end of this stream, which is $137. You said you would do 21,900 minutes of rat casting. Wait, maybe that's hours. Wait a second.
What are you talking about?
12. You said you would do. You said you would do 12 hours times 365. And that times 60. Oh my God, wait a second. 12 hours times 365 times 60. Oh my God, wait a second. No, it's nowhere even near that.
Okay,
you said that you would cast for $11 per minute.
You need to find me a 12-minute long video.
Yeah, I will pay you $138. No, you're putting that one on loop.
No, because it's not. But this isn't.
You're
this
putting
is
it
like
on
asking
loop.
somebody to cast a
You're putting it
fucking
on loop.
a Valorant Twitch ace for like 30 seconds on loop over and over again.
Well, there's nothing longer than that. There are no
There's
longer.
gotta be a longer.
There are no longer videos of two rats fighting over a slice of pizza.
Over pizza.
If you can find it, that's fine. I will pay you $132 to cast it for. What did I say? For 12 minutes.
Oh my god. This video is insane. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Would you... What this essentially boils down to is, would you do an extremely boring task repetitively,
well,
12 hours a day without break, 12 hours a day without a break for $11 a minute? Because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But
if I could spruce it up, I would. You know what I mean?
That's extremely brutal. What the fuck do you think the rest of us do? You're not working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, doing the same thing every single minute. You're not doing that. Name me a job where you're not out there casting rats. No, you're not. That is not the same as a literal boring job. That is not the same. Working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, casting rats is not the same as a normal job. That is not classed as a normal job. That's not a normal job.
Can't look at that
what
video.
the fuck are you doing for work?
Not available in my country, in Korea right now. I'm building the graphics currently for my
I agree.
video.
I think you would burn out after like a month. I think you could last for about a tenth of that time, and you would get burnt out. It's 3 mil. My point is, I don't think humans are able to think long term enough to think, I will endure torture for 12 months in order to earn $3 million. I don't think most people are able to think long term enough to have the willpower to endure that long and do it all. If it was 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, I think that's fairly doable. I think the days off and the shorter days make the difference. But I also think that would require no quality checks. Because again, 8 hours a day of casting rats fighting over pizza, if there were any quality checks, every human being would fail that. There is no world in which any human being can keep up entertainment watching rats fight over pizza live for 40 hours a week.
You'd be surprised.
No.
You would. I'm currently building the graphic right now, okay? I'm building the graphic right now.
You literally just described the working poor. No, I didn't. No, I fucking didn't.
In this matchup, we've got Jake the Janitor versus Tommy the Tyrant in our first round here of the Rat Royale Cup. Welcome to the first season, the first act, the opening stage. And today, this is going to be a good one. Jake the Janitor with many pounds more over his competitor, which is Tommy the Tyrant. Tommy the Tyrant, quite a young, scrappy fighter these days. And Jake the Janitor, he had a couple of words as well for a lot of our interviewers. He says, I could make mincemeat of any competitor. That was his direct words, competitor. That was his direct words from Jake the Janitor. Strong words, fighting words, clearly coming out swinging in this one. Absolutely unbelievable from this guy. And from a prowess perspective, now we haven't actually seen too much, but he's been working out quite a bit. Consumed many slices of pizza. Many slices of pizza in his time.
Consumed many slices, many of pizza.
Many slices of pizza in his time. Jake the Janitor got the nickname Janitor from his time working at a local school where he was cleaning part-time, trying to support his pizza fighting career. So Jake, you know, he's got a lovely background in terms of this guy he's always wanted this, and he's always been trying to fight for this, you know what I mean? He's always been trying to fight for this. And you know, he's come from the bottom, but he's ready to clean up the competition now. But his opponent, Tommy the Tyrant. Now, the interesting thing about Tommy the Tyrant is he's one of our lowest weight classes of all of the rats that we've got in the Rat Royale. One of the lowest weight classes in terms of that. But
I am timing this for 12 minutes. Yes.
We know this from the kind of qualifiers, because Tommy the Tyrant came up through the open qualifier system to get into the Rat Royale for this first round of matches. He had to battle his way, through many a strong rat, including an amazing upset win versus Connor Prince. That was also a fucking fantastic matchup if you guys managed to catch that one.
Tommy the Tyrant beat Connor Prince?
Yeah, Tommy the Tyrant beat Connor Prince in a rat head-to-head face-off. It was a massive upset in that open bracket matchup.
That's crazy.
And so you've got this scrappy young upstart, which is Jake the Janitor, obviously in a much larger weight class, but he's trying to prove himself now on the big stage versus Tommy the Tyrant. And they call him Tommy the Tyrant, listen, because this guy also, back in the day, used to run and lead many of the New York City Rat Packs, which is what an interesting factoid, actually. Definitely a scary guy. Don't want to be getting caught in a corner by him.
No, that's the famous phrase. That is the famous phrase
by Tommy the Tyrant. And so Jake the Janitor versus Tommy the Tyrant, our first round of matchups here. And now let's get into it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back to this scene real quick while I set up studio mode.
By the way, you've used up a quarter of your time.
Okay, well, I'm building the show live right now, so just
good.
Fucking chill for a little bit, okay? Chill for me, all right? Real quick.
All right.
Building the show. You know, this is okay. We'll do this one, and we'll do this one.
My chat is running Preds. They're running Preds. Tommy the Tyrant is dominating.
Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first round of our matchups here. Tommy the Tyrant versus Jake the Janitor. And here we go. An unbelievable matchup. We see an early head start here by Jake the Janitor. And instead, he's taking a fight directly to him. Tommy the Tyrant's got him cornered. In fact, Tommy the Tyrant, we warned him about this. I'm going to pause it real here. I'm going to pause it real fast right here. We warned him. We said that Tommy the Tyrant was going to fight dirty. He's brought in an additional competitor. We did not think that this was going to be possible. But look at this fight that's been taking place. And Tommy the Tyrant, with the extra high-end health, king of the New York City Rats. He runs the packs. He roams the streets. He's a rat, and he's going to attack. He has ran away with the first slice of pizza here. That's an unbelievable technicality. We're going to have to throw it down to our sideline reporters to see what exactly they can make of this and if it's even legal in the first place. Throw it down, please. Bobby, take it away. Yes, well, I don't quite know if that's legal. We've never quite seen this before. And so what we're going to have to do is get our referees on this one. And we're going to have to really get them to check this one out, I think, from a technicality standpoint, just from From top to bottom, really. Top to bottom, the rule book's gonna have to get checked over because really this hasn't happened in the Rat Royale. This is the first time we've ever had a match in the Rat Royale, and already we're getting off to a start where this has never happened before. This is unprecedented, really. So back to you, Jerry, with the commentary. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Bobby. Yeah. So while we're getting that sorted as well, we are setting up the arena as well for the second round of matchups. We're just going to hear back from the refs at some point. Oh, I'm getting word. The refs are saying it needs to be a rematch. Tommy the Tyrant, we knew he was fighting dirty. Pull up the graphic again in the head-to-head here. And as you can see, Tommy the Tyrant, one of the lowest of the weight classes. He's a dirty fighter. We knew this about him before. We knew he was going to be fighting dirty, and indeed he did, bringing in that extra competitor. That is not allowed whatsoever. So the refs have called it. It's going to be a rematch, the slice of pizza this time, and it's going to be a change in arena. So actually, Tommy the Tyrant came in with a competitive advantage just from the manner of which where he beat Connor Prince to actually get into this matchup, and that's been taken away from him. He's not allowed to select the arena anymore. Jake the Janitor is going to select his choice of arena. And I've just got word at that. So we're going to see a rematch now. And we are going down to the New York City racetracks here, the train tracks themselves, where Jake the Janitor and Tommy the Tyrant are going to be facing off once more. So without further ado, let's get into it. The fight takes place again. A piece of pizza directly in. Let's get a high quality zoom on this. What is this? They've just spliced in Godzilla into this fucking video. Why is this fitting? Surely we can find a cleaner feed for this one. Hold on, tech pause. 1 second. Having a couple of broadcast issues.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. God.
Yep, we found one. We found it. Okay. Reset the lobby. PP, reset the lobby. We're getting back into this one. Tommy the Tyrant versus Jake the Janitor. Let's go. Let's get at it. Let's get this party started. Two rats fighting off. Tommy, an early lead, dragging it away, ripping it away from Jake the Janitor. Jake the Janitor, he comes right back at it. Higher weight class. He's got an extra weight behind him, and he wants to fight back. He strikes back. You're going to see him immediately reach back, and from the jaws of defeat, takes back the piece of pizza. Now, Tommy the Tyrant, he's feeling a bit dissuaded. Look at this guy coming back for a little bit more, but he's backing away. He's tepid. It's trepidatious times ahead for Tommy the Tyrant when he doesn't have his backup. He has to run away. He has to roam away, and these streets are no longer his. Jake the Janitor has come out with the clutch, and he steals the piece of pizza. Unbelievable first round matchup that we've witnessed. The trials and tribulations back and forth. So much drama involved. But the Rat Royale never fails to promise excitement and subterfuge and all sorts of other various words that I could use to describe this. But Jake is going to be our winner in our first round of the Rat Royale.
I'm not going to lie to you. That was impressive, but you still got 3 minutes for the 12 minutes.
3 minutes? Okay,
yeah,
we're going to do the post-match interview. We're going to do the post-match interview. Okay, let's throw it down to the desk to break it all down. Thank you very much, Jerry. Yeah, okay, so one of the things that I really wanted to go over here was actually a bit of a replay of that first round because it was a bit controversial, the one that ended up getting replayed here. And so let's take a look at this one here. And we've called in a couple of our expert analysts as well for this one here. And just to really break down exactly what went wrong here, because how was Tommy the Tyrant even allowed in the first place to be able to get somebody in the arena? Well, you know, we knew he was a dirty fighter, Jerry. We knew he was a dirty fighter, but we didn't quite expect this. This was something quite unprecedented, I will say. And you look at this here. This was the moment. I want to pause it here for us here, just to take a look. Getting an additional competitor in this fashion is just unheard of, really. I mean, and look at this. It's just impossible for Jake the Janitor to even fight back against this one. Because, listen, it doesn't matter that he's in the higher weight class. It doesn't matter at all. When the extra competitor comes in, Tommy the Tyrant, obviously we knew his background in New York City. He ran these streets. The Rat Pack roams deep, but you just can't compete against this if you're Jake. And honestly, I've got to say, I know we're getting hired here by the Rat Royale to provide commentary, but where the hell were the refs to even watch this in the first place? Like, yes, they re-fought it, and Jake ended up winning in this moment here and now, but where were they to even stop this in the first place? That's what I'm really wondering. Yeah, no, I think you've got a great point there. And, you know, just to add on to that as well, let's play out this video a little bit more, because here's the thing, you know, competitive integrity, there was a lot of drama going on ahead of time as well. A lot of articles written about the Rat Royale about, you know, listen, they were claiming it's unethical to make rats fight over pizza, you know, for our own organized entertainment. There were many people saying that, a lot of articles being written, but you know, with all of that, it's just going to be shining a lot more, really, you know, a lot more bad light on the sport overall. We're really trying to grow this from a healthy spot, a healthy place. We've got to do this for 365 days, you know, 12 hours a day. We're trying to run this and trying to make this a sport. And so when stuff like this happens, it's just not good. It's just not good for the sport at all. But I'm glad that it ended up getting replayed. I will say, you know, listen, play devil's advocate. The refs did act quickly. There wasn't really any messing around. It was a quick remake. The competitive advantage did get turned over. If you remember, we'll go over to the old one. There was a change in the environment, the arena. We went back down to the train tracks, which we obviously knew was going to be an advantage. It's legitimately
unbelievable, chat.
You know,
but he's actually kept this up for 10 minutes.
From the bottom.
What is Blood been waffling about? What has Blood been rambling about? But this is 12 minutes.
I think the refs made a good call here by giving that competitive advantage over to Jake for him to actually change that environment. I think that they did the right call there.
I'm going to let him keep waffling, and I'm going to Venmo him $132, and we'll see if he even recognizes what's happening.
I think that if anything,
I'm going to see if he keeps going. And I'm just gonna pay him $132 with
he gets a bit of time to
the message rat
before he gets into that second round of match, because you know it's going to
get
more hotly
we'll see what he does.
Because as we all know, in the Rat Royale, the deeper you go into the rounds, the bigger the pizza is, the bigger the pie, and it can really get scrappy at that point. It can really get scrappy. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Okay, that's going to do it for the round one matchup here today. If you're just joining us, you missed out on an absolutely stunning world-class first round of matches here. Jake versus Tommy. No spoilers, of course. Go back and watch that one. You do not want to miss it, but do not go anywhere, because just coming up after the other end of this break, we've got our sponsors. Thank you very much, Microsoft, as well. I don't know where the ethics went out the window with them sponsoring this one, but they are gone fully, because they are all about the Rat Royale. They're all about the cheese, baby. And at the end of the day, here's our catchphrase: the rat gets the cheese. We'll see you in just a few.